This is the god of all steaks, a Japanese Wagyu A5 filet mignon. Almost everything about this steak is perfect, except one crucial thing, the price. I've been obsessed on how to make this cheaper for everyone to experience, and I think today I finally found out. And here's how I ran this experiment. Everything started off with this, a complete tenderloin. This can be found almost everywhere, especially if it's untrimmed. And for this experiment, you definitely want to get one that it is untrimmed. We all know and understand that a Wagyu filet mignon has intramuscular fat, making it taste extremely delicious and tender. So I'm going to force some fat into it. And for that, I'm going to be using this Wagyu tallow. You'll be surprised how cheap this actually is. Now to use it, it's quite simple. I just sucked it with my syringe and it was now ready. So the key here was to inject as much fat as possible. Now this can be quite tricky because since you can't see what you're doing, we're only going to know once we go through the next step. To protect this tenderloin even more, I went ahead and rubbed Wagyu tallow throughout the whole thing. Because once that was done, if I really want to maximize flavor on this cut, the next thing to do is to go ahead and dry age it. So I transferred the whole thing to a cooling rack, and into my dry ager it goes for 35 days. Once the time was up, I took it out and look, the Wagyu tallow did its job. It protected as much as it could. If you take a closer look, you can see a little bit of pellicles being formed. That's the outer crust that is created whenever you dry age steaks. But I wanted to know the inside, so I went ahead and took in my first slice. And at this current point, I was so upset. This was one of my worries. But I continued to go ahead and cut out steaks. And surprisingly, as I was doing, it was actually getting better. You can clearly see that some steaks got a better distribution. Now that gave me confidence to move forward. Then the next thing to do was to go ahead and trim out the edges. I was not being cheap with it. Remember, this is supposed to be a comparison with a Japanese Wagyu A5 steak. But once I was done with all of my trimming, take a look. Here we have the world's first Japanese Wagyu A5 filet mignon. For comparison, I went ahead and grabbed one. Take a look at them side by side. The difference is quite huge, but I'm hoping since mine was dry aged, it's gonna give that incredible flavor that I'm looking for. But we won't know until we cook it. The next step is to go ahead and get it seasoned. For that, I kept it real simple. A good amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper, nothing else. Keep in mind to also season the edges whenever you're cooking a filet mignon. The easiest way is just doing it like this, because now that I got these steaks seasoned, the only thing left to do was to cook them. But just in case things do not turn out the way I wanted, I wanted to go ahead and prepare an incredible side dish. And this one, I got the idea straight from Japan. Into a bowl, I threw in some all-purpose flour, followed by cornstarch, 1 egg, and sparkling water. Mix that up real good until it becomes a batter just like this. Now set that aside and let it rest. In the meantime, we're gonna make a thick cheese sauce. First, into a pan, I threw in a good amount of butter. Once that was fully melted, I went ahead and added all-purpose flour. Then you want to cook that up for a little bit until it starts smelling like pie dough, and slowly add cold milk. Keep whisking as you're doing so. It will start thickening up on you real quick. Then I added some cheddar cheese and started incorporating that into the mix. It will slowly start melting on you. In the end, you should have a consistency like this. Now you want to throw in some bacon bits, mix that up a little bit more, as now you want to go ahead and put it in a mold. We need this whole thing to cool down a little bit. Make sure to use something around the mold so that it can easily come out. Once it has completely cooled off, then you want to go ahead and cut it in serving size. Once that's done, take them off the mold, shape them whichever way you like, place them on the first batter which we made, followed by a generous amount of panko breadcrumbs. Once you're done, they should be looking something like this. As now, the only thing left to do is to go ahead and deep fry them. My oil was at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Remember, everything is fully cooked. We're just waiting for it to get a nice golden brown color, just like this. Once they're done, place them down, add some skewers for easy handling, and the fun part is that you can add any toppings you like. This one got some pickled ginger, next just some Japanese mayo, another one got some green scallion. I mean, you can get as creative as you like. Anything goes, there's no restriction. Because in the end, this is today's side dish. Just make sure to make a bunch of it, because I think it's gonna pair up perfectly with our Japanese Wagyu A5 steaks. Talking about that, the only thing left to do is to go ahead and grill them. First, I'll be putting a nice wonderful sear. Once that's done, I'll be cooking them in indirect heat until they reach an internal temperature of 135. And for that, I'll be using my wireless thermometer. So now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to grill them, so let's do it. All right, everybody, here we got our beautiful steak with an incredible side dish. What do you guys think, gentlemen?
Good. You have a nice looking side dish, a really nice looking steak, and then what the is that?
You've been on YouTube for 10 years. You never messed up a steak this bad once, and now that looks like roadkill.
Let's congratulate him.
Getting roasted on my own video. Oh, well, thank you for the roast. Don't judge a book by its cover. Let's just go with that, okay? How about my side dish? Can you say at least something nice to bring my confidence back up?
The side dish looks beautiful.
Okay, so here's the deal. I really got an experiment going on, okay? Before you guys judge it by its cover, let me know how it tastes. Dig in, jump in, right in. Let's see. Enough talking, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
That's why filet mignon is my favorite.
That is a fantastic steak. Holy sh**. Everything from the crust to the doneness, I mean, it's a textbook steak.
This is one of those steaks that will not survive the end of the video, everybody. So this is a Japanese Wagyu A.5 filet mignon. The best steak in the world, everybody. Nothing gets better than this, at least in my opinion.
It's a filet mignon, but it's more juicy, it's more tender, it's more rich. It's just better.
I'm better. I am better.
Straight to the point.
I'm trying to hit the word counts on my essays. Angel is straight to the point.
So here's the deal. The next one, I want to see if it's going to come close to it. I know it's not going to be the same because it looks like roadkill, but I have a feeling it's going to be pretty good. But before we do that, I would love for you guys to try the side dish. So this one is... Damn, that sucks. Give me an honest opinion on this side dish, all right? All right, enough talking. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Bro, it doesn't compare to the steak, but this is freaking amazing.
Bro, that is so cheesy.
Super cheesy, creamy, crispy, all at the same time.
Mine has a little bit of kick on it, which is so nice. It's just so much cheese, but it's... This might kill my mouth or one of the other editors that we have, but it's so nice, and that crispy crust of the exterior, oh my God, wonderfully fried. This is incredible.
Is there like bacon in here?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is nice. This is just straight up cheese, bacon, fried, a little topping. You're good.
This tastes so good. That gooiness is next level. I mean, so good. Tastes so good.
Glad you guys love it because
Now we're not gonna love it?
I have a feeling you're gonna enjoy it quite a bit. I do. There's a lot of work into this. Let's dig in. Let's jump because I want to know. All right.
All right.
This one will be better, but I want to know if it comes close.
Okay.
All right. Enough talking. Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. What?
Huh?
Tastes so good.
It tastes amazing, everybody.
The best part is that crust.
Yeah.
It's a lot crispier, and you can really taste that charcoal. Oh my God, that's
And
so
I
good.
think you guys know exactly the reason why, everybody. It got basically fried on the grill. I know that don't make sense to both of you. It's absolutely delicious. Wow, that's phenomenal.
I don't know what you did. I like the flavor, it tastes really good. The only problem I have is the aesthetic.
I agree. It does not look appetizing. It's way better than a normal filet mignon. I'm not gonna go all the way by saying that it's better than this one here, but god damn, it's pretty close because that's a choice grade steak.
Okay, that's impressive. That's
Choice grade filet mignon. I basically dry aged it and injected with some special liquids. Just say that.
some fat.
Some fat.
You added fat to kind of replicate the Wagyu.
Yes, correct.
It's interesting because this one tastes super fatty, super rich.
Yes.
It's juicy. I wouldn't say it's bad, it tastes good, but the first filet mignon was more pure.
Yeah,
More pure.
exactly. I would say if the first one was a 10, the second one was like an 8.
But those are the results, everybody. That worked really well. Damn. Wow, chill out. I recommend you guys giving it a try. When you see that there's no more steaks, you know, everybody, that was phenomenal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. Remember, everything I use is always on the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.